the Corvega Showdown underway here. Rob Skinner in the 66, the first car on track for Premium Motorsports, attempting to compete in his first event this season. They attempted the race at Atlanta Motor Speedway early this season, as did they at Phoenix, but failed to qualify for both of those races. A little loose there coming off of turn 2. Interesting to see how that affects his lap time here. This team did not have speed in practice earlier this morning. They were slowest of the 27 cars that will attempt the showdown tonight. First lap a 28.64. He was all over the place down there in turn 1 and 2. I don't know if that's going to improve this lap any better. Got through 3 and 4 a little bit better that time, and come to the line this time by a 28.484 for Skinner. Puts him, well, he's the first car out, so he's the first car on the leaderboard. Next car on track is Sean Kreisman of Charleston, South Carolina, the number 30 car. Also a Premium Motorsports entry this week. Again, this team not very fast in practice. Second slowest. They were a little faster than the team in 66. Whoa. Not a great entry to turn 3 there on the warm-up lap. So it'll take the green flag this time by and begin their time. Kreisman attempted races in Atlanta, Bristol, and Richmond and failed to qualify for all 3 of those. And there's been talk in the garage that this team might shut down after the Coke 600 next week. Trying to maybe focus more on running one team instead of 2. In the 66 is Skinner that qualified first. He is the team car to this entry, and it's possible that they will try to reduce their efforts to put more effort into the 66 making the race, trying to get some points for that team. First lap of 28.806, which is about 0.2 slower than his teammate Rob Skinner, and this lap here at 28.5, that's going to put him second on the board. Next, the 33, that's Oscar Zavala, 33 Honor and Remember Chevrolet for Circle Sport Racing. He has 10 Cup starts, and his best finish, 13th. But kind of like our first 2 qualifiers, this team has struggled to make races this season. It has 0 starts so far. They have borrowed a car from Ben Smith Racing, and they're hoping that this week and the Coke 600 next week will be their first opportunity to really run well. You got to remember, this team is also sharing with Courtney Sheely in the 33 car. She's ran a few races at the beginning of the season, but Zavala is supposed to be full-time for pretty much the remainder of the year. And running for Rookie of the Year, of course, and that shared experience with Ben Smith Racing is supposed to give them the points, but they just still can't seem to put the qualifying efforts together. Fastest so far of 3 cars with a 28.478 on his second lap. Pamela Stanley in the number 60, or rather the number 32 for Go Fast Racing. Atlanta, Georgia native is in her I believe this would be her third attempt at the All-Star Showdown. Has one start this season in Atlanta where she finished 39th. 36 career starts in the Cup Series. The best finish of third, that came at Talladega back a couple seasons ago. This first lap's going to be pretty good. 28.5 is going to be a little bit faster than Rob Skinner was on lap 1. That is the fastest first lap we've seen so far. And lap 2 looks to be pretty good too. A little loose off of turn 4, but I don't think that's going to matter much. 28.461 puts Pam on the pole for now. It was a pretty good lap for that team. They've been slowly working their way back into these races, trying to get as much performance out of them as possible. It's Kayla Lamir in the 62 for Premium Motorsports, a third entry for that team. Kayla has 3 starts this season out of 12 qualifying attempts, and a best finish this season of 24th at Richmond just a few races ago. And as minority sponsorship from the Blue Lobster Company, she designed the logo for the team. And they decided to put a little bit of money towards this team. Of course, they can't do a full sponsorship, but a little money can go a long way. This car is also another one that's prepared by Ben Smith Racing, and that 62 team is, I think, 15th fastest overall in practice, so it'll be interesting to see how they end up so far. Honestly, not looking that great speed-wise. The second lap is fastest 28.589, but that is slowest of the 5 cars that have gone so far. So Lanier will bring that car back to the garage, and they will have some work to do if they want to race in the All-Star race. Aisha DeVore in the number 83 is the next car on track. Dr. Pepper on the hood this week. And, BK Racing, another team that's kind of on the lower funded side, and DeVore has 129 starts in the series. Best career finish of second. Only has 3 starts in the current season. Again, this is one of those teams that has struggled to qualify for all of the races. Her best finish so far this season, 23rd at Martinsville. And, they had a really good qualifying effort back at Attel Super Speedway in that race, but unfortunately got caught up in a big one trying to get on pit road. It is slowest so far with the 28.855 turned on lap 1. Her teammate Marissa DeShields is on track now in the number 23. DeShields, Mckeesport, Pennsylvania, has 2 career wins in the Corvega Cup Series, Daytona in the 2013 B season and Talladega in 2012, back in the second ever race of the league. Her best finish this season is 21st. And 131 starts, career starts. First lap a 28.8. There was some talk in the garage that this team is maybe looking to switch it up with Aisha DeVore's team in some regards, maybe a crew chief swap or a pit crew swap or something to try and get both of these teams in races more frequently. The 23's made every race so far, whereas the 83 has only made a few. The Shield's going to end up 28.8 on lap 2, but that is still slowest. Lindsey Boomgardner, the next car on track, in the number 40 Snap Fitness Chevrolet for Mike Hillman Racing. It's 63 clear starts and the best finish of second, coming at Talladega in the fall race last season, where she almost won, but Fred Martin beat her to the line by about 7 1/1000ths of a second. Pretty fast first lap there, 28.5 for lap 1. Lap 2 is looking pretty good too. This might be a pole run for this 40 car. And it is 28.2, fastest so far. It's Kevin Dilbeck in the number 46. Begins his qualifying run. Cindy Warner Racing teammate to Cindy Warner. Warner is in the All-Star race as a past winner. But Kevin's best finish in the Corvega Cup Series is 4th out of 35 rear starts, coming in the Daytona 500 this season. This team has kind of struggled making races as well. 7 of the 12 starts have been made for this team. First lap of 28.7. And coming back down the line, a little loose off turn 4 once again, puts him 6th. 28.587 for Kevin Dilbeck. And he'll be followed by Shaylin Yeager in the number 25 for Wolkowitz Motorsports. Full-time Nuka-Cola Series driver. Won just a couple of races ago in the Nuka-Cola Series at Talladega. Has 6 career Nuka-Cola Series wins. His team attempted the Martinsville and Richmond races, but failed to qualify for both. They will attempt the Coke 600 here at Charlotte. This car is fast, but it is loose. Nearly got into the wall there off turn 4 there. Rather turn 2, and up the track in turn 4. Once again, lap 2 going to be a 28.573 and 6th fastest. This was coming to lap 2 off of turn 4. Look how sideways, almost got into the wall right there. She did a good job holding on to it, but that cost them a lot of time on that lap. Man, that is close. Bill Thompson in the 95 is on track now. Parma, Ohio native, has 33 career Cup starts with the best finish of second. This is a team that is only running a partial schedule this year. They have not attempted all the races. In fact, I don't believe they have qualified for any of them this year. They've had a lot of trouble in qualifying this season. The car is loose, but looking pretty fast on lap 2 compared to the first lap. First lap was a 28.8. Come around, complete lap 2, 28.429 is going to put Neal in second. Zac Maloney in the number 13 for Maloney Racing. It's his qualifying run. Geico Military on the car. He has 2 wins in the league, but both of those coming in 2012 inaugural season. And his most recent win was at Sonoma Raceway, the road course, some 120 races ago. And if you look at some of the winners of this season that have broken long winless streaks, he could be the next one to do it. He's had 1 All-Star race appearance, and that was the 2013 A season in the inaugural race. First up, a 28.8. And looks like he might pick it up this lap. He's just run through turn 3 and 4. And 28.3 puts him second fastest. Be a read for Roush Fenway Racing in number 17. In her first full-time Corvega Cup Series season, it's 12 starts, and a best finish of second coming at Attel Super Speedway, where she almost won the race had she not run out of fuel coming to the start-finish line. A good first lap there, 28.4. Looks to pick it up a little bit this time, but I'm not going to be fast enough for the pole. 28.3. Rather, that was first lap, 28.4. First lap, so they're the wrong driver there. Passing up the sponsor for this car. Comes on turn 4, and indeed is a 28.3 for lap 2. Just edging Zac Maloney for the second spot. Ronnie Dilbeck in the number 8 for Phil Carson's Racing. That's 51. Oh, he hit the wall off turn 4. And that is going to be detrimental to any kind of lap time he has on lap 1 here. Yeah, looking at that right side damage, he's got quite a bit of damage here. So it's going to slow that car down a lot. First lap of 29.13. Yeah, that is going to be one of the slower first laps we've seen. Turn 2 pretty good there. That's going to help. Another team that has struggled with races this season failed to qualify for all 12 points-based races. Lap 2 is going to be a 28.5, 10th fastest so far. See right here, coming off of turn 2, he just gets loose and gets up there into the outside wall. It again there coming off of the corner. It's almost like maybe the line entry into the corner wasn't that good. Up toward the middle of the racetrack in the middle of the corner, it just stepped out from him. Mark Lutt in the number 35 for Front Row Motorsports is the next car on track. He finished 7th in the Daytona 500. Missed the show at Atlanta, but has made every race since and is 9th, which is his best finish this season, or second best finish of the season at Talladega a couple of races ago. In the New Coca-Cola Series, he finished 6th at 8-hole for his best finish there, and in the Truck Series, he had back-to-back wins, one at 8-hole and one at Martinsville. Following race. Hope you can translate some of that into the Corvega Cup Series here with the 35 team. First lap there at 29.2. And 28.37 for lap 2. It's in third overall. So Vasquez for H. Scott Motorsports in 51. Our second Rookie of the Year contender here for this showdown qualifying session. First season in the Corvega Cup Series. Missed the Daytona 500. Steadily improved since. Won the pole at 8 Bowl Super Speedway in the group qualifying format that we had there, and finished 16th in that race. Their best finish of the season is 15th, coming at Talladega 2 races ago. First lap was pretty fast, 28.7, and looking like lap number 2 is going to be an improvement there, 28.396 for Vasquez. Now next we have Britton Baker in the number 26. He is in the DK Racing entry, teammates to Carson Shields and Nation 4. And Baker has made all 12 races this season. His best finish, his career finish was 5th in the Daytona 500. His 52 career starts in the league, and he's currently 38th in points. Lap 1, going to be a 28.5. He got into the wall there too, off of turn 2. He did not get into turn 2 very good either. I'll not be surprised to see this lap be a little bit slower. Turn 4, lap 2 is going to be slower, 28.6. So lap 1 will place him 10th. Here's another look at turn number 2, where he hit the wall. Same spot that Ronnie Dilbeck hit it a couple cars ago, and pretty much the same result. Just got up too high on the racetrack and into the wall. Next is Mary Camposillo in number 55, Aaron's Toyota for Mary Camposillo Racing. Currently 19th is the best finish for her this season. She's done that 3 times, Phoenix, Texas, and Bristol. Camposillo has 3 career wins in the league. But is on a 79 race winless streak, the last win coming in 2013 B season at Chicagoland. 3 full seasons ago. This is her longest winless streak. Her previous was 54 races between wins 2 and 3 at Atlanta Motor Speedway 2012, and then Chicago race that span was 54 races. And her qualifying effort will put her 7th. Lap 1 being the fastest for her. Yeah, this is why you see down here in turn 3 and 4, she got down there, clipped the apron. Get down there in the turn 3 and shot up the racetrack, and that killed whatever lap she had going for that time around. Kimberly McManus, the number 9 for Inga Miller Motorsports, has 84 starts in the Corvega Cup Series, and the best finish of 2nd, and finished 4th at Talladega earlier this season. Her best finish so far this season. It's like a pretty good run here. 26, 24. Showing the break on lap 1. Again, we've seen so many other drivers do. Low entry to turn 1, drifts up the racetrack. Has to kind of catch it a little bit. We'll see where that puts her on lap 3. That's not good. Yeah, that's not going to be good for them. They're going to have to go to the backup car, or change the engine or something with this 9 car. It blows up down here in turn 3 and 4. So McCaslin's first lap will put her in the 17th position, but the engine issues there, they're going to have to go to the rear for the showdown. It's going to be interesting to see what they determine caused that, but tough break for them. Ashley Mendez, number 16 for Speedway Racing. Another Rookie of the Year contender. 12 starts this season. The best finish is 5th at Richmond. Short track, and it's not a tight points battle with teammates Leah Reed and Rhea Jacoby for that Rookie of the Year battle. Only a few points separating the 3. And a good entry down there in turn 1 and 2 until they drifted off the track there a little bit. Lap 1 will put them 28.4. Once again, drifts up the racetrack in turn 1 and 2. And you see right there, just clip the apron just like Mary Camposillo did a couple runs ago. That might slow her down too. Second lap is 7th fastest with a 28.45. Only was able to pick it up by about 2/100ths of a second. And we have Dallas Whitaker on track now for Mary Camposillo Racing, number 15. Whitaker has 94 career cup starts. His best finish of 2nd, coming in season 1 in the 2012 season for that 87 car that he drove at the time. This season, his best finish was 8th, coming at Richmond a few weeks ago. I think this car is going to be one to watch. He was 3rd fastest in the practice session earlier this morning. Might be one to watch. 28.4 for lap 1, 28.3 for lap 2, and that'll put him 3rd. Next we have Tyler Attel for the number 38 Front Row Motorsports entry. His best finish this season coming at Martinsville, where he finished 4th. His best career finish came at Green Valley Super Speedway back in 2012, where he finished 2nd. He has 97 career starts. One team you will not see for this Front Row Motorsports team is the 34 of Kevin Dugan Jr. That team has decided they will skip the All-Star weekend and put all their efforts into the Coke 600 car next race. 28.603 for Tyler Attel's first lap. See, he kind of drifts up the racetrack in 1 and 2 once again. Pretty good line through 3 and 4 until right there at the end. He just drifts up the racetrack just ever so slightly, and that's going to slow him down. Still picks up 2/100ths of a second there on lap 2 with 28.4, and that'll put him 9th. Up next we have Irvin Jaclyn at number 27 for Ben Smith Racing. One of the drivers that has competed in every season in the Corvega Cup Series. His best finish, career best finish of 2nd. Irvin leads drivers with the most starts without a win, with 137 starts. And this team, although finishing 10th a couple of races ago at Talladega, has had a rough start to the season. But here lately, they've shown some improvement. Tell you what, this team is looking to show some improvement right here. They have picked up a ton on lap 2. First lap was a 28.3. They're going to pick up at least a couple attempts there, and that will put them on the pole. 28.223 for the 27 for Jaclyn. And up next we have Cusack in the number 47. The JTG Daughtery Racing entry finished 9th at Richmond and led 37 laps, spun out, and still finished 9th. Cusack's best career finish of 2nd in the Corvega Cup Series in 126 starts for this team. First lap 28.377. A little trouble there through 1 and 2. I'll slow them down just a little bit here. Picks it back up through 3 and 4. This might actually be a little bit better lap. It's going to be close. The line 7th, 28.4 for lap 2. So that'll be a little bit slower. 28.377 is a tie with Zac Maloney. And that tiebreaker will go to Maloney, so he'll stay in the 6th position, Cusack 7th. Up next is Alexia Alejandra, the number 15, for Alexia Alejandra Racing. Alexia has 133 starts in the Corvega Cup Series and 5 wins, but the most recent of those is the 2013 B Atlanta race. 96 races ago, we had another driver that has had a long winless streak that could potentially break it at some point this season. They've had some pretty strong runs this year, 2 poles. At Auto Club Atlanta's qualifying speed has been there, but finished 38th and 18th in those races, so they've struggled a little bit in the race itself. Got up into the wall there off of turn 4, but it was still good enough for 3rd. 28.3. 2 cars left in qualifying here. Inga Miller in the 43, the first of those to go out. For her cell-phone team, Inga Miller Motorsports. Inga has 1 career win. That was on the 2013 A Coca-Cola 600 here at Charlotte. And 1 from the pole position. She won. Qualified first for that event. 120 career starts. And this season, her best finish is 6th, coming at Bristol. Good first lap there, 28.677, but if these guys keep giving up time off of turn 2 because they keep drifting up the racetrack. Really good entry through 3 and 4 for lap 2, and we'll pick up lap time there, 3rd fastest for Miller. And the final car to go, Trent Varner in the 89. Grayson Valley, Alabama. The only Nick Dilbeck Racing entry in this field, as the other 3 drivers for that team have already won a race. They're already in the field for the All-Star race. Kind of a different look for the public scheme this week. A reverse. Usually the car is white, green accents. This week it is green with white accents. So a special scheme there. First lap a 28.435. Trent has 54 Cup starts, but he went back to the Truck Series the last few seasons. But this is his first season of Cup since the 2013 A season, and he has 1 career win at Bristol in 2012, 124 races ago. Lap 2, 3rd fastest for Trent. And that means Urban Jaclyn qualifies on the pole. Here's your starting lineup for the showdown tonight here at Charlotte.